All right, welcome back to another iteration of Pages from Modern Chord Progression with Ted Greene and Johan. This is page 44, and I'm enjoying it very much. I think I might give a few videos to this page, as these are the longer 1/6-2/5s and 3/6-2/5s, and they're very beautiful, very revealing, and they offer a lot. So let's just take it one at a time. I'm probably going to split it up like I say, but here's the first one on the page. We're in the key of F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now then he gives us an option at the end of that, a different cadence at the end. 3, 4. Hard to get to it. Okay, so lots of beautiful stuff going on here, right? Let's talk about it. We're starting with an F major chord into an F6. That's the third on the bottom, the root, the fifth, and the sixth. All right, remember that you could also think of this as a D minor 7 inversion, but anyway, which is the next chord, incidentally, D minor 7 to an inversion of D minor 7. Remember, you could consider this an F6, moving on up to G minor 7, to another G minor 7. Remember, you could consider this a B flat 6. Here comes a C13, into a sus, C sus, C7 sus, resolving to F major 7. Now, that second ending, some cool stuff's going on, right? Let's look at those chords. You've got this very, this long C7 flat 9 augmented. That's what Ted's calling it here. And let's figure that out. We've got the root, the flat 7, the flat 9, the major 3rd, and here's your, I'd call it a flat 13, to be honest, on top, okay? And then that going to this pretty ridiculous F major 9. Oof. Now Ted says that bottom F note is optional, right? We don't necessarily need to do that, in which case it's a lot more, it's right there, this F major 9, or an A minor 11, right? And lucky me, I've got my low B string, so I can come in with that nice low F. That's actually so much easier than that F, right? Getting this F. Let's run that one more time. 1, 3, 4. Good, need to work on that chord. 2, 3, something like this you want. And that's a bit of a jump from that C7 sus. Lots of S in there. C7 sus. C7 sus. C7 flat 9, flat 13, F major 9. Now this particular progression, I do prefer the sound, at least in this moment, of it moving a bit, quicker. Alright, but I'm going to cut myself some slack and draw it out a little bit. 2, 3, 4. Little too drawn out for my liking, but sometimes you got to do it like this just to get used to the shapes, get used to the jumps, right? And then how about all right, so plenty to work on there. Good luck with that. Take your time, and you can even just focus on 2 of the chords, right? Just back and forth between 2 of whatever chord sequence you need to work on. That's F to the F6. What about the F6 to the D minor 7? Right, just running that, getting that in your system. And etc. Right? Last one, this one, the inversion, D minor 7. That'll speed things along when you're starting to get it moving. All right, let's try the next one. All right, so the next one is sort of going the opposite direction. Notice in that the first progression we were ascending a lot of the way. This one we're going to be descending. So let's see if I don't crash and burn here. 3, 4. Very beautiful. Let's try that one more time. 2, 3, 4. One more time. I'm going to try and do it up. 2, 3, 4. Can't quite get that up yet. Trying again. 3, 4. Almost. I drop it at the end. How nice is that? That's beautiful stuff. 3 and. I'm gonna try that second inning. 1, 2, 3 and. So some really beautiful movement in this progression here. Let's talk about what's going on, right? F6, 9. Got the 6 in the bass to another F6, D minor 7, or rather 11. That's 11, 1, pardon me, 5. That's 5, 1, 11, flat 7. And it's interesting he's calling it a D minor 7/11 because there's no F in it. There's no minor third in it. But I guess we can consider the echo of this F still, resonating within the cerebellum. So anyway, and another D minor 11 here. All right, G minor 7. Now this moment, he's calling this a G minor 9. And I'm sure some of you see that and think of it as the inversion of a B flat major 7, right? Right. Well, if we're interpreting it in terms of G minor 9, we've got the 5th, the minor 3rd, the minor 7, and the 9, right? So rootless, you want to put the root in there, it's right there. Right? A lot of people know that shape. We're just putting the 5th on the bottom. Just putting that 5th on the bottom. Dropping down to a C11, root, flat 7, 9, 11, into a C7, flat 9. And notice, right, that's the 3rd, flat 7, flat 9, and the 5th. You can also, you're probably seeing this as a diminished 7th chord as well. An E diminished 7, taking us home to the old F with the A in the bottom, the 3rd in the bottom. That's very beautiful. It's like a mellow resolution. Very nice. The other option here is getting brighter and ending with an F6, 9 sharp 11. That's very cool too. Very different vibe than same key, same, essential chords, right? A C7 of some sort, then an F major add 9, and a C7 of some sort. into some sort of C7, I'll tell you, into an F6/9, sharp 11. I'm just going to play it one more time because it's a nice one to play. 1, 2, 3. Slowing it down. Going to speed it up. Isn't that a nice, that's a fun one to play. It's there. These are page 44 is getting a strong endorsement from me. This page teaches you a lot. It teaches us how we can really take, you know, a single chord progression, right? Remember, this is all 1, 6, 2, 5, and how we can really stretch that out with inversions and turn it into a really a, you know, yeah, just a whole journey through the harmonic landscape of the key we're in, and all the ways it shows up on the fretboard, right? So I know it might seem daunting to, you know, look at so many chords and, you know, but, you know, you spend some time with it, you start to see, okay, we're just doing the same thing in multiple different ways, right? This is essentially the one chord, even this could be the one chord, and even this could be the one chord. I'm taking some liberties there, right? But, you know, we want to start seeing some of the just the similarities between the 1 and the 6, right? Or the 6 and the 2, right? See if there's some interweaving that can happen that can sort of make things a little more ambiguous, right? Because of course, you know, all of these, a lot of these chords could very reasonably be named something else. It could often the relative major or the relative minor situation, right? It could be titled that. And at the end of the day, I don't think the titles are terribly important. It's more, what's more important is that you're aware of that and that you can see those links and those potentials for multiple interpretations. Anyway, one more time. 3 and... Okay. Have some fun. Bye-bye.